Okay, today we are going to listen to the story, How Adorabilis Got His Name, and then we're going to start our first activity in creating our name folders for the week. It's going to be super exciting. So you will see that you will be given either a folder to decorate, or a book, or a do-a-tang, or whatever. And this is where you're going to be keep all of your work that we are doing when we study our names. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have to create a name tag for the outside of our folder or our book. So you are definitely going to need your name to look at so you can remember how to spell your name from this morning when we talked about what our names are. So Ms. Hake has her name tag here. She's going to look at that as she prepares to color in her name to paste on top of the folder. So I have done it a couple different ways. I have made my name in big letters to color, and your teacher or your educator might have already done that for you. Another way you could do it so you get your name correctly is someone can use highlighter and you can trace over your name, and then you can decorate it with stickers and crayons, pencil crayons and marker. And another way you can do it is if someone dots to dots your name for you, and you can fill in the dots with lines, and then you'll have your name. So I'm going to do all three ways. And then I'm going to pick my favorite one, and I'm going to glue it to the very front of my name folder. And this is what we're going to do today for our literacy lesson. All right, so now that we've listened to the story, we're going to make sure that we decorate our name folders. The first one I'm going to do is a dot to dot. So I'm going to pick my favorite colors. I'm going to pick green, and I'm going to pick orange. And I'm going to start working on this, and I'm going to move my screen so you can see what I'm doing. And so you can decide what you're going to do when it's time to work on your folder. Do you see? Okay, so dot to dot. So I'm going to take my marker and my crayon, and I'm going to join all of my dots. And from this morning, I'm going to remember that I have some straight lines and I have some curvy lines. See? And that says miss. Now this is the next one. Hey, so I'm going to use my orange for my dot to dot. Beautiful. Oh, and I've got some curvies and some straights on this as well. There, I've traced it. Now, that just looks a little bit boring for me, so I'm going to put some flowers on my title page here, my name page. I've drawn some stems, and I'm going to draw some tulips on top. How does that look? Pretty cool, eh? It's upside down for you, but I'm going to turn it around. All right, and I might want to add some more things, and I might want to glue that to the front of my book. Now, the other way that you might want to do your name is if you get an adult to highlight or use a light color marker, you can trace the letters in your name. So I think I'm going to use green again for miss. So I'm going to trace all my lines. I remember these ones are straight. So I do a good job, and I'm going to take my time with my curves. All right, that looks kind of cool. And then I've got my orange, and I've got my lines. Oh my goodness, my curves and my lines and my dots. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to decorate this. I wonder what I'll put. Maybe I'll put a sunshine on this one because I really like the sunny weather. Yay! And maybe I'll use some stickers and some other colors later. And now another way is if your someone made a color your name in for you, and they might have done it on the computer, or they might have done the big letters for you. You can do some fancy drawing on the inside. And look, my miss looks pretty fancy up there. So I'm going to go ahead and trace that in my green. Miss, goodness me. And then I've got to color in my hate. So I'm wondering if I want to just redo it. Ha! In my orange. Oh my goodness. And then color it in with my orange crayon. Ooh, I think that's a great idea. Well, that's not orange, Miss Hake. That is not orange. That is. There we go. And I'm going to take my time and I'm going to color in the lines. And I'm going to make my name look beautiful. And I'm going to keep going until it's all finished. And then I might add extra pictures of things that I love, 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 love to do, like sunshine and flowers. And what else does Miss Hake like to do? I like swimming and I like walking my dog. And my goodness, this is looking really good. And then I'm going to have a hard choice here of which one I want to put on the front of my name folder that I'm making. Goodness me, which one? But that's okay. Since it's a folder, I can go ahead and I can choose the one I want to paste. I think I'm going to paste this one. And then inside, I can put my work, just in case I want to use that a bit later. Yes. So that's what we're going to do today for our literacy lesson. We're going to practice decorating and writing our names in a creative way, and then we're going to put it on top of a folder we're making.